Well, hello folks, welcome along to the channel. I'm the Custard Prophet and welcome to my office. Yes, this is my my mansion, and we are going to be having a look at the game Treasure Hunter Simulator today. You're probably thinking, why the heck are you having a look at Treasure Hunter Simulator? It's a game that was released in 2018, so it's not new. The reason is it was made by Drago Entertainment. If you're thinking that sounds a little bit on the familiar side, yes, that's the team that made Gas Station Simulator, Food Truck Simulator and Winter Survival, all games that we've featured on the channel in the past year. And I loved Gas Station Simulator, so this is essentially the first game that this game studio has put out, and I'm quite intrigued to know what this is all about. So I've played probably about 2 or 3 hours on this game, and we're going to have a little look at the gameplay, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on it, whether it's something worth picking up or not. So let's dive on in. Right folks, well, let's start with the premise to the game. So as far as I can work out, I'm still not 100% clear on it. We are relatives of a rich treasure hunting uncle who died, and we've inherited some of his belongings, but we want to follow in his footsteps as a treasure hunter, but we need to basically build ourselves up. So we've got his study here, but we don't have any treasures really, apart from the one you can see on the desk, which is one I collected fairly recently. So I've played a couple of hours, as I said, and we've done a little bit of stuff here. So I want to first of all, I'll show you around the office because it's kind of nice. There we go, lovely fire, bit toasty there. So it's quite nice. I think the look of this game is pretty nice. The kind of concept here is, as I say, we are a treasure hunter, and we've got to try and find treasure, and we've got a bunch of different maps that we can go into. In these various cases are various collections that we can get. You can see this is a Bronze Age collection. We've got 0 out of 5 of these things. Got a meteorite collection. We've got 0 out of 10 of these things. If you look at them, you can actually see, pick one of them up. You can see here, if we search in the Irish Cliffs somewhere, we might well find one of these. So that is essentially one of the things that we're trying to achieve. The other thing that we're trying to achieve is to get prestige and to build ourselves up as a recognised treasure hunter in the game. So we've got access to this lovely computer here, and you can see there are various maps that we can go to. In total, as far as I understand in the game, there are 10 different maps. So you start off over here in Gettysburg, which is one of the American Civil War battle sites. Some nice bits of history in all of these, which I think a lot of people will enjoy. But we've also got here in Bavaria. So this site is being the possible resting place of Hitler's gold, but some interesting stuff to read. The one we've just unlocked is the Gator Valley in Slovakia. So the north part of Slovakia, the Gator Valley has seen on average an average activity of events over the centuries. Like most areas in Europe, there is, however, one event that makes it particularly interesting. According to rumours, it is where one of the rare Ulbeth swords has been lost in the early 20th century, when the Habsburg Empire collapsed. It is said that it's been stolen while being transported with other pieces of a collection to Prague, and they got lost in the valley and died there. Adding such an exquisite piece to the collection would be something. So that's what we're going to have a look at. What do we use to look around? Well, it is only metal detectors, and you can see here we've got a variety of different metal detectors. You start off with the JAMA LB 1019MK, which is quite useless, and then we've just equipped or bought the Frankie Z Agu 2000 or 200. 2000 is a much better deal, and that can do a little bit more. And what you can see here is that these various metal detectors, they can detect, and this makes sense to me, different object sizes. So the poorer metal detector is actually able to detect smaller objects. Yeah. And this down here is how deep they can detect. So the better your detector, the more you're able to find, which means the maps are actually replayable, because you can get the surface level with these early detectors, but then go on through it again with some of these better detectors later on in the game to see what you've missed out with. And if you look at the map for each one of them, you see how much of each one of these areas is present in the map. So we should just be hitting these ones, the 18% small, 18% medium, and 9% large. This is for the Gator Valley, but here we see we've done a lot better here. A lot more of this is shallow and small and medium, very small percentage large, but there is some deep stuff, so it is worth going back to have a look at this. The other thing about this game, so it's not just kind of going off using your metal detectors in these various places, because that might get a little bit dull after a while. We get jobs. So as you can see here, we've just picked up the Pickelhaube from the German site, which is basically sitting on our desk, and you can see here we've also got jobs here. So global adventures in the Slovakian Valley. So here you can see there's nothing that we can offer you in the area, but we're more than happy to propose a job offer in an area not far from your current location in the Gator Valley. So I guess we've got to do that job. We'll accept that job. And we've also got a couple of side jobs. So we've got the Crossing Mountains side job. We've got to find a quick way across the mountains. We'll accept that. So we get $60, 200 prestige. I think the prestige, the dollars are used for getting the metal detectors, and I think the prestige unlocks the maps, I think, but I haven't quite worked that out. And the blacksmith's tongs, so we've got to find a set of blacksmith's tongs in good condition in the Gator Valley. So we don't know where those are, but we probably get a little bit more information when we get there, so we'll accept that job as well. So as you can see, we've got a number of ways that the game plays out. We've got jobs that come in, and we've got things that we need to go and find. Let's go into the map and let's get there. So you can see with each of these first two sites, it doesn't cost anything, but to get to the Gator Valley we have to pay $70. So we need to make sure when we get there it's going to be worth our while. So we've got these 3 jobs now, all of which will make us more than $70, so it's worth going there. Right, I'll see you when we get there. Right, here we go, and I really love the look of these maps. I think it's really nice. So when we get to the location, we're dropped off here at a point here. We can't go past this. That's our location there, and I don't know what that says. And that's the route through. Have we got anything here? It's all in Slovakian, so I'm not going to understand this. It probably means something quite important. And this is the Narodny Park. So it feels like it's quite late. And let's have a look now. We've got here a few things that we can do. We can look for if there's treasure nearby. This is something that annoys me about the game a little bit, that you can kind of sense if there's treasure nearby, and then you get your metal detector out to find it. Not the best way of doing this, I think. But we also have other things. We've got an inventory. We've got nothing in the inventory at the minute because we haven't picked anything up. That's fine. And we've got this little treasure app thing where we can either take some photos of something. Some of the tasks involve us taking pictures. Some of the tasks involve us running fast between 2 locations, and some of the tasks involve us digging stuff up. Basically, those are the 3 different types of tasks. So these are our jobs. So we've got to find a quick way to cross the mountains and look for the blacksmith's tongs. We'll have a look around, see what we can find, and see if we can find this fast route across the mountains, because we get $60 for that, which is pretty much paying for our trip out here. Right, let's go. So can we go over here? We can go over here, but there's nothing through here. So you need to explore everything, and there might well be a route to get over the mountains like this. We can run. Oh dear. Oh, we're back down here. Won't worry about this for now. I can't see the start point of the route, so I think this map looks really nice. There's no jump button, which is, I think, a little bit on the frustrating side. Aha! Now you see that somewhere near us is a treasure. So we're going to put our metal detector down, and you can see the treasure little question mark fills up. We're getting closer and closer and closer. Where is it? Oh, we missed it. Here we go, somewhere over here. We'll wave our metal detector around a little bit. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is. Right. There we go. Now we are going to dig that up and see what we get. Now, a lot of times it is a load of crap. And so we'll gather whatever it is. I can't see it. It looks like a pin or something. A needle, is it? So it's a pull ring from a can, so that's not really worth any money. It's just trash. Oh well. Well, it was worth having a look anyway. Right, off we go. There's not going to be anything to dig down there, but I like this map. It is really nice. We'll have another little dig, and I'll see you in a second when we figure out what this is. Oh. Close. Here we go. It's a bit ungainly, but hopefully we get something nice here. Ooh, what's that? Looks like something rocky. Ah, now this looks a bit better. We have an old necklace. Looks valuable, so we'll identify it first of all. We're going to spray it, and then to identify it, you basically turn it around. It's a silver heart necklace, a symbol of lovers. It was a beautiful gift for a beloved girl. I don't know how you know that. $25, which is nice. So that sort of pays for some of our trip. And we have picked up 1 of 5 items. That's pretty good. Another thing here as well, just over the way. Oh, now that looks a bit spectacular. What is that? Looks like a compass or something. 2 metal crimps with semicircular hugs joined by a hinge. When closed, there was a small hole in which lead could be poured. Interesting. Is that for a... What is that? Is that to make bullets? Yeah, looks like... Well, not bullets, but some sort of shot. Here we go. Dating back to the early 19th century, these bullet casing molds have been used... $60. Look at that. By Austro-Hungarian troops for quick production of new bullets. It's so cool, some of the information you get on this, which I do like. Right. Well, we've got 2 ropes. We've got 2 out of 5 items collected. Don't know where we're going to go here. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, so we're over here. We want to get here. So let's go into the mountains, folks. Let's go into the mountains. Somewhere here we've got an exciting bit of treasury. Well, this has been... I bet this has been dropped by someone very important. Very important. Oh, that's long. That's a massive nail. Jesus Christ. Old and rusty nail. It looks huge though. Right, down here we go. Oh, there might be a route up here, folks. Oh, look at this. I think we found the route. Yeah, this is absolutely taking a whole load of the track out. Come on. Over here somewhere. I can smell it. So we've been good so far. We've almost got one of the... Oh, we've got a key here. So I think the one task, although it's not explicit, I think it's just finding like useful stuff that might be sort of kind of nice. It's a $5 key. It's the earliest known key and lock was discovered in the ruins of Nineveh, the capital of ancient Assyria. Well, that actually counts. Right, so now we've come into another thing. We're over here now. It's quite a big map, this one. Bloody hell. So we could have gone all the way over there. So this definitely does shorten things. But then I bet there's a way to get all the way through. Right, I'll see you when we get down the other side, I think. I'm going to run down there. I'm not entirely sure where we're trying to go. What's that say? The Voldapad. Oh, look at that. What's that? It's like a flask, is it? Old flask. Oh, a military canteen made out of steel, able to hold about a litre of fluid. Wonder if it's still got some beer in it. That's come out nice, hasn't it? Another $60 find. The M1910 canteen. I mean, there's so much detail in these descriptions, which I have to say I do really like. So 4 out of 5 of them got. Let's see if I can get the next one. Right, here we go. Can this be 5 out of 5 and get that $60? Come on, something big. I think this actually counts. I think it's just a hook for a tent. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just camping gear. No, I don't think we... Yep, no, we got that. So we've achieved the quest. That's one of them done. Right, and so this one here we have to get through here. So I think we have to basically go back this way through here. So we want to go back this way. Right, come on folks, we're running. We've got a minute to get there. Down here. Oh, look at this. Through the... Come on. Through the mountains. Oh, that's pretty nice, isn't it? Come on. Run, my pretty. Well, we've got to do a bit of climbing now. 35 seconds to go. Somehow we're going faster uphill, which I don't understand. Come on, come on. You can see just up the top there, you can see the where the location is with the arrow. Here we go, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We got there. We achieved it. So, we are both side quests we have got, and yeah, I don't know what this bit is out here, but it is absolutely lovely. Going over the river. There's a little broken bridge down there, but a nice location. So yeah, if we look in our inventory, you can see we've picked up some trash, but we've actually picked up some really useful stuff as well. The ruined military canteen, etc. In terms of where we are with the tasks, you can see here we still are looking for those blacksmith's tongs. Don't know where those are going to be. Somewhere in the valley, so we're looking for that at the minute. But there we go. I am going to leave it there. I think you've seen what this game is all about. Let's wander around the valley, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the things I think this game does well, and about the things I just don't like so much about it. Well, I think we'll start with those positives, because look at it. I think the maps are absolutely gorgeous. They've done a fabulous job with these. I mean, this is a while ago, and they really have got some. I wonder what that means. They really have got some. I mean, these maps are beautiful, and they're getting bigger each time. They are much, much bigger than the one before it, which is kind of nice and interesting, and I do like this. I think at the very base level, this game, it's a really nice idea. I love the idea of treasure hunting. It's often a part of other games, but it's often not the kind of sole purpose of a game. So for that reason, I think I really like the idea behind this game. I mean, this is absolutely flipping massive, this map. So I think those two things about the game are really, really good. When I first started this, and certainly in the Gettysburg map, it's not the most impressive of maps. It's very, very small, and you sort of realise that all you're doing is using one of these, a metal detector, to try and find treasure. And we'll talk about some of the negatives in a second. But actually, what this does mean is that the game does sort of instantly become incredibly chilled. I have to say, there we go. You just kind of like think, well, I'm wandering around. There's nothing going to kill me. Yeah, we've got the little race to get to certain locations, but that's as much as it really gets. Most of the time, it's very, very straightforward what's going on. But yeah, it's a very, very chill game, and so if you're looking for a game that you don't really need to think much about, and actually what I did find is that I've ended up coming back to it quite a lot, and thinking, I leave it and think, well, what's this? Oh, is this what I was looking for? Blacksmith's tongs? Maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we got him. Folks. I think we got the blacksmith's tongs. That's lucky. So yeah, it ends up being a really chilled experience. I mean, don't expect too much from this game. But just kind of searching around the maps, wandering around, etc. Yep, we've got our blacksmith's tongs, although I'm not sure if this is the right one. They're only worth $10. So we've completed all of the quests, which is nice. So we'll have a little wander back. Nice looking bridge here. So I think there's all of those things mean that this game it's a lot more enjoyable than you think it's going to be. Certainly, I don't think it's going to be a great spectacle to watch necessarily. I think some of the scenery is going to be lovely, but as a spectacle, I really don't see it. Right. So I think those are the key sort of positives. But let's sort of move on to the negatives, because unfortunately, I think there are quite a few of those. Oh, there we go. Got the top of a hammer here. The blacksmith has lost all of his stuff. So let's go on to the negatives and sort of think about some of those, because I think there unfortunately are quite a few negatives. I think, as I say, the concept of the game is really nice. So I think some of the things that I've talked about as positives, so that chill vibe, actually I think relate to some of the negatives of the game, because I think actually just having a single way of identifying treasure, finding treasure, makes this a hugely one-dimensional game. So unfortunately, you just are wandering around with, albeit different types of metal detector, but you're still just using a metal detector. And from watching films, etc., I'm pretty sure that there are different sort of technologies that they could have incorporated in the game that you could perhaps learn, but as far as I can tell, that hasn't been the case. So it is a very, very one-dimensional game. I also don't like the idea that somehow you know where the treasure is. I'd like that to be kind of a learnt skill somehow, and I think that would be nice to be able to, you know, maybe you're not very good at the start, and then you can kind of see the patterns and stuff, and you start to hone down as you get more and more experience. That may be in the game, but I have not seen any evidence of it. Yeah, I also like the tasks that we get to be a little bit more varied and interesting. I think what I would really like as part of this, and there was an inkling in one of the tasks that we had, was a little bit more need to use a bit more grey matter in here. So you've got to solve a puzzle or something like that. There was a nice thing where there was a photo of an old house, and then you've got to find the house on the map, and you find your way near the photo, and that, you know, the idea was that the item was located near that where that photo was taken. That was kind of nice, but more of that sort of stuff, please, because I think that at least makes you think. And I think a good mix of this kind of chill going around, just looking for stuff, you know, whilst that is very nice and it's a really enjoyable thing to do, but a little bit more thinking would be really, really nice. Right, as we find another bit of treasure, what's this going to be? It's nice that the stuff that you're getting here is a lot more, it's worth a lot more, so you'll actually be able to, ooh, that looks like it. Because that's just a bottle top, isn't it? Someone's had a beer out here and hasn't cleaned up after themselves. Rusty bottle top. Nice. And I think that the other thing, so there are a number of negatives that I highlighted there. The other issue is there are a lot of like buggy little annoying negatives, like you get stuck quite a lot, and the unstuck button, which there is one in the menu, the unstuck button basically takes you to the very start of the map. So here, where the map is massive, if you get stuck at the very other end of the map and you're doing something there, then you've got to make your way all the way back there again. The other thing here, and you'll see here in our map, you can see we can see where we've walked, where we've been, and where we've collected treasure, which is a really nice feature. Problem is, if we come out of here and come back again, this is wiped and we have to start from scratch. We don't know where we've collected treasure from, so we've got to go back and look through it all again. I mean, how easy would it be just to keep that in the map? I realise there's different layers, and that's kind of why they were thinking about that, but it feels like they've missed a bit of a trick there, unfortunately, because it's frustrating to have to you know, recheck areas that you've already been and looked at, and I think they could probably do a much better job with doing that. But you know, that is what it is. I think maybe the addition of a jump function would be good. All we can do is sprint at the minute, and you know, that would allow us perhaps to get out of situations where we are stuck, which would be very, very nice. Bet there's something interesting down here. We've got a little cottage or something down the bottom here. There we go. Bet it's an absolute cork of something down here. I saw it on the map. There's nothing in here. I bet there's something deep down under here, which is there to be found if you've got the right tools. So I think all in all, I think this game has got the potential to be much better, and actually Drago Entertainment are making a sequel to this game. You can have a look at it. They've got a little bit of got some images on Steam to sort of show what it's like, and it looks like they've incorporated some of the mechanics they have in Gas Station Simulator into this into their sequel. There's more tools, and I think it's just an all-round better experience. So I think they've learned from this, and there's a lot of good things going on here. I mean, look at this, it's absolutely gorgeous. They've learned from it, but they've kind of moved on. I'm going to be really interested to have a look at that once that comes out, and I would certainly be having a look at it on the channel to see how they've made this game evolve. I think there's so much opportunity to make this a little bit more whole, a little bit more interesting, and to take away some of the stuff that is a little frustrating and makes it a little bit one-dimensional, and frankly occasionally quite boring if you're just picking up tin can after tin can constantly. But when you're finding interesting stuff, it's nice, and particularly that historical element, actually learning a little bit about the history of some of the items that you may well have found in these regions is a really cool feature. So all in all, I think when I first started playing this game, I thought, this is awful, I'm not going to do a review on it. The more I've played it, the more I've enjoyed it, and it is just this kind of chill game that you will just pick up and put down. You don't really need to learn too much about it because there's hardly any controls. Yes, there are glitchy parts to it, and yes, it could be much better than this, but it's not bad. Not the best review, but it's the only one it's getting from me. Anyway folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments, and I'll see you on another video very soon.